You want to go in?
Yes.
Walk to the back?
Okay. All right, y'all.
All right.
We're in the cell. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't get my temperature taken.
I thought you did originally.
Yeah.
That's all we're looking for.
There's a meat. Say hi,
Hi, are you
meat.
doing the live thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
Albert.
this is the first thing I do
Ah.
to show people about how big it is. Of course, we kind of went with a happy medium. All
Right.
the prison cells are different in Texas. I've heard at the Birds unit, I would definitely be able to touch my hands against
Oh,
them.
absolutely.
Yeah. So some of them would have bunk beds. We don't have a bunk bed. I could not imagine being in here with a bunk bed and another person 24/7.
Oh,
We've
shoot.
got like a little
My
container
bad, yeah.
right here. That's just kind of supposed to show what they have to put
The
their
storage
stuff in.
container.
Storage container. Although I know some have desks and some have shelves. I don't know how to fit a desk or a shelf in here. I just can't even see it. I
Yeah.
can't even visualize it.
They're like only a few inches. You know what I mean? I think,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, because
Yeah.
there's just not hardly any room in here to begin with, so I
But
just
this,
can see it.
normally this would be down here, your storage container would be under here.
Yeah.
Or a locker box up here at the top.
Like,
Okay.
right.
So, and then this will be down here, and your desk will be over here in the corner. So
Yeah.
if you just move this out the way, your desk will be right there. But
Yeah.
your bunks are against the bar. That's why a lot of times on the older units,
Mhm.
one of the things they'll yell to stand clear or watch doors. Watch,
Yeah.
because sometimes when you sleep, your toes go, and a lot
Yeah.
of people lost their hands and feet. Because they get caught in the bars at night. You sleep, you don't know, you
You don't
stick
know
your
what's going
ball,
on, yeah.
and you don't hear watch doors, and
Uh-huh.
some of them are, the officers roll, and then some of them, they actually are on a machine.
Uh-huh.
So,
And I think this bed may be a little wider
it is.
than a standard
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
This one was, donated to us.
That's
but,
okay.
But this is the thing that really trips me out about it. We talk about the heat, right? But we don't really talk too
Yeah.
much about the ventilation.
Yeah.
So right now, it's kind of hard to breathe. The ventilation
Yeah.
is, but if you look right here, we've got cracks and crevices. I keep opening
Yep.
the door, so we've actually got more ventilation in here than I believe we have in an actual prison cell.
They would have a pipe chase, what they consider a pipe chase right here.
Uh-huh.
And it's another one, so this is where the officers will walk, say if this toilet flooded or they need some maintenance or something, they'll have it in between. So this will be a cell block, this will be a cell block, and in the middle is what they call a pipe chase. But it's hot as hell in there, they hardly go in there and dust it. That's why all your rats and your roaches and stuff come by.
Yeah.
Because unless a toilet floods or needs to be changed, who's going in there?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
right. But does it feel pretty authentic to you? 'Cause
Yeah.
you've been there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had at our last event in Austin, Annette Price. She works with Taja. She's formerly incarcerated, and she, flashbacks.
Well, we would have had some. I know Savannah was telling me they trying to get some legislators or whatever to come do this.
That's what needs to happen.
I actually
Yeah.
got on my boxers that I walked out of TDC and my T-shirt. I was gonna get that because that's
Yeah.
as far as an inmate can reduce himself to his
Right.
boxers and his T-shirt.
Right.
And I wanted to show them,
Right.
look, this is what I'm in. Let's take my temperature. I'm down to the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And if I
And
laid
this
on
is
the
all
on
day.
the floor,
Mhm.
if I laid on the floor, the officer writes me a case.
Right.
Right.
Some officers come through. Another thing is this light is actually accurate because around 5 or 6 o'clock at night
You got
they
the
turn on the
light.
lights, and so when it's supposed to be cooling down,
It's
it's really
heating up.
not. It's heating up because you have these lights, like maybe
Above your head,
yeah,
yeah.
right
Right.
above your head. You can't sleep at night because I used to have to get my sock and put it across my head just so I still sleep.
So we need more people to contact their legislators, definitely. And the whole goal of this is to get the word out to not just our people within our community, but
I am pouring
other
sweat.
folks need to be aware of this. They need to understand that this is really what's going on, and this is really what your taxpayers are paying for.
Yeah,
You're paying to torture people.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is what they're allowing to continue, and it really reflects bad on us as a society. Nelson Mandela said that, you judge a society by how they treat their prisoners,
Yeah.
and we're not doing so good.
Yeah.
We're right behind
Yeah.
the times here.
Look, and this is just a
And-
couple minutes, and I'm like pouring sweat
And one of the
all day long. And you know what I mean? People are like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here." Like,
Yeah, and then you say, "Well, can I go to respite?" Well, it's already full. There's 10 people down there.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you can't go to respite. You can't
You're
go to
already
the shower
dying by the
room.
time
Yeah.
you ask to go to respite.
And
Right.
that one lady
Right.
was telling me my son had to cut himself in order to get the sergeant's attention. I said, well, now they're going to
Yeah.
write him a case for
Yeah.
self-mutilation.
Yeah.
I said, well, next time you talk to him, I would recommend if he's trying to get out the dorm or whatever because of whatever reason, his health, then just have him fall on the floor and act a seizure. They'll come down there then.
Sometimes.
Then you'll go to
Sometimes.
they'll have to do a
Let's be
seizure.
honest. On
Yeah.
a good day, we get letters
Mhm.
from folks who they were literally having seizures and nobody came to them.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've
And that's one of the things they say too is that they're faking it.
Well, they'll say
Yeah.
they're faking it. That's
Yeah.
why I was talking
Yeah.
about the horses and how when we was in the fields and the guys actually fall out
Yeah.
in the sun. And there was two things they would do. They would drag you in an ant pile, and if you moved, you wasn't knocked out. Or they would bring the horse over there to bite you.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And then if you did move an inch or they found out that you was quote unquote faking it, it's about this size, what they call a steel Seville.
Yeah.
And it was a cage made of chicken wire all the way around at the top, and it's painted black, and this is all you do is stand up. There's no seats, it's in the middle of the sun, and you're going to say you went out at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're not going back in until 11:30 or 12 o'clock. That's on the first half. Then you go back out there the second half on some
Right.
units.
Right.
See, these are the kind of stories that need to get out
Yeah.
into the public.
Yeah.
That really need to get into the faces of our legislators and saying this is really what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, you guys hold the purse strings.
Yeah.
Why
Right.
are you allowing this to continue? And if you do continue, that blood's on your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
again, you're no better than anybody else. I mean, this is willful, premeditated torture.
Murder.
Yeah.
When they die.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
kind of some of the definition
Right.
of a murder conviction?
Right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Intentionally
Right.
and knowingly.
It's legal.
Causing the death of.
Exactly.
Right.
That is,
To
and
Yeah.
wit, a sale.
that's-
In my case, a behind
Yes.
leader. Yeah.
Right. Well, let me know if y'all ready to get out. You about down with this one?
I'm whatever. You know I can ride it out.
I think we chilling for another minute. You want to chill for another minute?
You're good.
I feel like we're having a good conversation. It's hot as hell
And
in
see,
here.
one of the people, I didn't say it out there, but one of the people that advocated for me to get free is one of the people that's against y'all right now.
I know, Whitmire.
Yeah, how you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
I got a problem with mine.
me and him was supposed to have dinner before all this stuff happened.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm
Well, see, you know.
gonna send him pictures today because I call him all the time.
Well, see,
when we talk.
and see, that's the thing when you're dealing with the legislators. That's where things get real sticky and really funky. Is they're looking at it in terms of dollars and cents, and we're looking at it in terms of human lives.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
saying, well, maybe you should revise your bill so it's a gradual thing. And we're like, well, how many more people need to gradually die?
Right.
When this.
How many people need to gradually
this
be
particular
tortured
issue,
every
when
day?
I first started getting introduced to TDCJ and I
Yeah.
started trying to research Texas prisons, this issue comes up more than
Yeah.
any other topic
Yeah.
in the Texas prisons. We're talking well over
Yeah.
60 years that we know exactly what's going on. There's more media about this, and it's hard because the people on our page always say, we need the media, we need the media. And I'm going, the media knows.
Yeah.
The media's put it out there. Whereas some of the other things that you talked about earlier, they may not know about all that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so this has been out there for the longest. Why do we continue to allow this to happen?
Yeah.
How long
Yeah.
do we have to wait?
Yeah.
And then, from the politicians, a lot of times you get this, this is the way legislative works. This is, you just wait, just be patient, just compromise. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean,
we wouldn't compromise if it was your dog Fido. If your AC went out in your house right now on a hot Texas day, how quickly would you get that sucker fixed?
Yeah.
I know me.
And I mean,
personally, I'd get it done
if we have to gradually wait, and if we have to gradually do all that they're saying, let's gradually take the air conditioners out of the warden's office.
Well, I know one better.
Yeah.
How about we take it out of the Capitol?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
take the AC. Let's have all
Right.
the political officials down at the Capitol one day and remove the AC.
Yeah.
And let's keep them in session and keep them in their meetings and tell them they have to stay there and they have to
Yeah.
officiate
Lock the door.
and
Yeah.
do their jobs
Yeah.
and say, but you can't have any AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnashing of teeth
Yeah.
is what we hear.
Yeah.
They wouldn't stand for it. This is outrageous.
Yeah.
We can't stand for you.
I ain't
Expect
going
us
to work.
do our
I got
job.
sick days.
Yeah.
Exactly. People would not put up with this if there were them. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated. And like I've said all day long, over and over again, this is a reflection of us as people. What we're doing, how we're treating people.
I was showing people the sweat dripping on it. Look, it's coated in sweat.
Well, see, here's the kicker.
Look, y'all watch. Ah.
And it's only 90-something degrees outside today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And this is a good day.
This is a good day.
This is a good day.
Yeah, this is a good day with a good breeze.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Picture.
One more picture? Yeah, you're just melting.
Yes. Thank you, y'all.
They told me what I can eat for $27.